The following is a production of Golden Boy Media and Entertainment.
Downtown Los Angeles, you see the LA skyline, another beautiful Friday afternoon in Southern California. Another edition of Golden Boy Media and Entertainment coming your way from the historic Belasco Theater in downtown Los Angeles, the statue of the Hall of Famer, Oscar De La Hoya, outside Staples Center. The historic LA Memorial Coliseum, home to a couple Olympics, the Pope visit, now the home to the LA Rams, football in LA. Who would have thought that? But boxing continues to thrive in Southern California. Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions continuing to keep the club scene going, bringing you tomorrow's stars today alongside Steve Kim and Doug Fisher. I'm Beto Duran. Thank you for joining us tonight from the sold-out Belasco Theater, another edition of the LA Fight Club. And if you want to use the hashtag RingTV, please do it. We are very active on social media all night long. Have different polls for you, cool pictures from the Golden Boy Twitter and social media accounts. Our main event tonight, Art Hovhannissian will be taking on Diego Magdaleno. And go to the Golden Boy Twitter account, and you can now vote up until the first round. Let us know who you think will win that fight. Before I bring in my partners right now, we have 6 fights coming your way, and it starts with Marvin CABRERA and Jose CARO. They are in the ring right now, and there you see that Twitter poll, Hovhannissian. A late sub. It was originally supposed to be Fidel Maldonado. He jumps in, and Hovhannissian got the backing of Southern California with him, 55%. So Magdaleno's 45%. Continue to vote throughout the night, and we'll update that poll up until the first bell right around 8 o'clock tonight. And here's our ring announcer, the one and only Joe Martinez.
Good evening and welcome to Belasco Theater here in Los Angeles, California for an exciting night of professional boxing, all brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and sponsored by Cerveza Tecate, Born Bold, and pure coconut water from Carmelita. This first bout tonight, 4 rounds in the super welterweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks, trimmed in white. He weighed in officially 149.5 pounds. He enters the ring tonight for the 4th time as a professional from Tucson, Arizona. Here is Jose CARO. And next, his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed in green and red. He weighed in officially 153.25 pounds. Tonight, he makes his professional debut hailing from El Distrito Federal, Mexico. Here is Marvin CABRERA. And your referee in charge of the action is Zach Young.
Check. Yeah, Marvin. Ok, está bien así. Ok. Protector. Ok, ya hablamos de las reglas, ya saben que quiero. Nada más que sí, buena suerte a los dos. All right.
As we get ready to go, let's look at the tail of the tape for this one, Doug.
Yeah, CABRERA is 4 years younger, and he has obvious height and reach advantages.
Marvin CABRERA from Mexico City, Mexico, just El DF. A lot of people really high on this young fighter, signed by Golden Boy Promotions. He comes out to southpaw, doesn't even tap gloves in his pro debut. Taking on Jose CARO from Ciudad Obregón, Sonora, Mexico. He's in the black and white trunks. Marvin CABRERA, trained and managed by former world champion Daniel Ponce de Leon. CABRERA, an extensive amateur career, traveled all over the world representing Mexico. Won bronze in the Central American Games, over 150 amateur fights. Was also part of that World Series of Boxing where he fought for the Mexico City Guerreros. Took them all over the country, all over the world also.
And Beto, one thing about CARO, not only is he 0-3, he's been stopped 3 times, so I don't think it'd be the weekend's big upset if we see a stoppage here.
Your man Jose CARO, a black belt in karate. Started karate at the age of 7, Steve,
Well,
I'm going to throw something at you, and you can just react on your own. I'm going to say it with anything out there. He said boxing is his hobby.
it is a hobby. He might be a black belt in karate. He's obviously a white belt in boxing.
As he goes down,
cue.
a body shot. Steve, good job on cue. Marvin CABRERA dropping CARO here in the first round. And will he get up? And it is over. Marvin CABRERA in his professional debut scores the knockout. And Filiberto, Francisca, sus hermanas y Iván Cabrera que están mirando en México. Su hijo va a venir ganador. There you see the replay for Marvin CABRERA. We stop CARO on a punch, Doug. As we bring in Doug for the first time.
He didn't really break a sweat in here. It's got a nice glow going. That was looked like a left to the bread basket, maybe to the midsection. Didn't take a lot to get rid of CARO, and it wasn't a huge surprise, as you alluded to, Steve. Marvin CABRERA had every conceivable advantage in this bout.
And we take a look at the reverse angle, and Doug, my
Right on the
colleague
forehead.
at UCN Live, Ryan Scalia, wrote about CABRERA kind of leading the newest group of Mexicans. And as Beto alluded to, the fact that many of these guys are now participating in the World Series of Boxing, traditionally, the Mexican amateurs have not had the deep amateur background of, say, the Cubans or the Americans. But I think led by the likes of Oscar Valdez, who just recently became a world champion from the 2012 cycle, I think that template is about to change.
Yeah, and you know, the World Series of Boxing gives them some semi-pro experience before they actually turn pro. So it's a little bit more seasoning.
And speaking with Golden Boy matchmaker Roberto Diaz about CABRERA, Robert, usually a highly touted Mexican amateur turns pro in Mexico. He's like, yes, we wanted to bring him to the United States immediately, give him exposure, and move him quickly, maybe once every 6 weeks. And Joe Martinez in the ring right now.
Comes at the official time, 1 minute, 17 seconds. Round number one, we have your winner by knockout victory, Marvin CABRERA.
Marvin, no nickname CABRERA, Steve.
Yeah, and Beto, what's also interesting is in terms of being not the archetype Mexican amateur, he's 23 years old. Most Mexicans actually turn pro well before they could even get a driver's license.
Yeah, they have 50 fights by now.
Yeah, and I find this to be interesting. He's a tall guy with a real good frame. We didn't really find out much, if anything, tonight. I mean, Doug, this wasn't just a layup. This was like dunking on a Nerf hoop.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
let's see if they can bring him back
Not
relatively
enough,
quickly.
not enough ring time to really put forth a serious analysis on his abilities.
How about a name I'm throwing for you guys? Ivan CABRERA from Mexico City. Sound familiar? He fought on the Castillo Morales 2 undercard. That's his brother. Ivan Morales, he had about 20-something fights. He's 36 years old, Mexico City. So Marvin CABRERA, boxing family. He's also a student at WAMEX, online international business.
And Beto, the way, let's say, CABRERA's doing it at age 23 with an extensive amateur background, Doug, we were right into the thick of Jose Luis Castillo and Antonio Margarito, guys who lost within their first 10 or 12 fights a couple of times, were thought to be journeymen early on, and then really forged really good storied careers. I think CABRERA will be more or less the traditional way of developing a fighter in the States.
I think so, and his trainer and manager, Daniel Ponce de Leon, was also a Mexican Olympian who turned pro and was developed the way a traditional blue-chip prospect would be developed, meaning maybe his first 12 fights were gimme fights, fights that he's going to win, fights that he's going to develop gradually.
And make sure you use the hashtag RingTV. Paula Andres. I'm kind of blinking right now because the light is really bright in my eyes as Marvin CABRERA is going to join us right now. Here's the best tweet. Just wow, Doug. That was a tweet right now. Just wow.
A left hand to the forehead, and it's game over.
Marvin
First professional
CABRERA,
win.
¿hablas inglés?
Oh.
No. You're a college student.
okay.
I know you speak English. ¿Entiendes?
Estoy en tercer semestre apenas.
Marvin CABRERA, ¿cómo te sentiste? Es rápido, but how do you feel?
Pues pensé que iba a ser una pelea más exigente, pero bueno, gracias a Dios se dio el resultado rápido y a seguir trabajando para la que sigue.
I thought it was going to be a tougher fight than expected, but thank Lord we got the win right away. ¿Cómo te sentiste ser profesional? Y dime diferente de ser de amateur. How do you feel being a professional now?
Pues es yo creo que los golpes más contundentes, ¿no? que en amateur, los guantes más chicos obviamente, pero bueno, ya se pasó el nervio de la primera pelea, y empezamos a seguir trabajando más duro para que los rivales vengan más fuertes también.
You can feel the difference in the power because the gloves are smaller. Aquí estamos. ¿Qué miras aquí? ¿Un golpe al hígado o dónde?
Fue a la cabeza.
Oh, I hit him in the head?
Right in the forehead.
Como te tan rápido, ni miré. Oh, it was right to the shot, top of the head. Dijiste que te sientes más poderoso, ¿verdad? Porque
Sí,
los guantes,
obviamente
you feel stronger.
los guantes son más, más fuertes, más chicos. El
Smaller
golpe va más
gloves,
fuerte. Ajá.
And I feel stronger. You have something, Doug?
Yeah, ask him how quickly would he like to get back in the ring.
¿Cuándo quieres regresar otra vez?
Pues lo más pronto posible,
As soon as
el día
possible.
que me den pelea de nuevo, aquí vamos a estar.
As soon as possible, they give me another fight. Ahí está la cámara. Manden los saludos a todos los que están en la Ciudad de México y a Wimex.
Un saludo a todos mis amigos allá en México y en especial a mi escuela, a la Universidad Autónoma del Estado de México. Gracias por todo su apoyo.
Y te faltó que vayan las Chivas, ¿no?
A las Chivas, un saludo a todas las Chivas. Soy chilango, pero le vamos a las Chivas.
Here from Mexico City going for the Chivas. He doesn't know America, nada de eso. We'll be back with more on Ring TV.